Well, it is 6:19 and time now for What's Trending. Well, an incredible death-defying mid-air stunt didn't exactly go down as planned. Instead, what went down was one of the planes involved, and now the federal authorities are getting involved. The stunt, years in the making and sponsored by Red Bull, involved two trained pilots who attempted to switch planes in mid-air during a coordinated free-fall nosedive from 14,000 feet. Both pilots made it back to Earth safely, though, but one successfully completed the swap and landed the plane. The other couldn't reach the intended aircraft, which then crash-landed in the Arizona desert. Now the FAA is investigating the incident, and Red Bull has yet to officially comment. But I heard about this on the radio that it was going to be done recently, and I just thought, wow, what a daredevil stunt that is.
Yeah, it was, and clearly, thankfully, they had some safety precautions in place. Obviously, they knew something went wrong, and thankfully, the guy just pulled his parachute and landed back to Earth safe and sound. So that's really good. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a video. I don't know if the plane went kaboom when it hit the ground or just went to pieces or... But yeah, that's just nuts and very daredevil-like. You were asking me if I would ever do something like this, and I'm like, no way. Yeah. I would be happy to keep my feet on the ground. I mean, I'm not sure, what was that? It was that one little ski lift that's no longer open. It was built for the Olympics years ago up in the UP. The name is escaping me right now.
I know there's one. I think there's one in Ishpeming up in the UP.
I just can't remember it. Yeah. I'm going to remember after the break, knowing my luck, though. But if you know what I'm talking about, yeah, that gets really high up. And needless to say, you really kind of tight. You kind of get a little bit more of a tighter grip when you go way up into the sky.
Yeah, it's definitely daredevil. I've never even been skydiving, and I don't even know how this would even get accomplished. I guess they know how to skydive, and they're trained professionals, and we're going to leave it to the professionals.
Yeah, leave it to the professionals. That's definitely a good plan there. Well, meanwhile, though, something a little bit more I guess an animal story that thankfully ends well. A baby bald eagle was accidentally knocked from its nest after getting tangled in its parents' talons as it took flight. The baby chick tumbled down a California cliffside and became stranded, and the whole thing was caught on a Nest camera, and the snafu set off an elaborate rescue operation as ecologists with the Institute for Wildlife Studies scaled the bluff above Catalina Island and rappelled down to the fallen eaglet, which was carefully placed in a bag and safely returned to its nest. And the rescuers then went a step farther, reinforcing the nest with twigs acting as guardrails in hopes that the next time this baby bird flies the coop, it will be by choice. So yeah, I saw this video recently, and glad to see that it's a good way to give nature a helping hand, because obviously nature, just like us humans, can be a little clumsy from time to time. So it's great when humans can step in and just give nature a helping hand.
Yeah, it was just a bad accident on the bird's end. Yeah. And thankfully, though, the bird sounds like he's going to be okay. And then the rescuers as well were able to reinforce that nest to hopefully make sure it doesn't happen again by a freak accident like that.
Yeah, and that was a freak accident. I'm really surprised the mom didn't notice that. But thankfully, again, the watchers and observers did see it and are like, we can't leave it like this.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. So
thankfully, they interacted.
Yeah, great on the rescuers there. And taking a turn to another heartfelt story. Spring might be in the air, but you wouldn't think so outside this assisted living facility in South Dakota. Residents woke up Tuesday to see a snowman out of their windows. One of the facility's residents brought back snow after visiting the Black Hills last week. He and his daughter then had some fun putting the snowman together. Though he will likely melt quickly, a few residents got a good laugh out of it, as well as some that were confused, thinking that it snowed the previous day. And you know, it was great to make everyone laugh a little bit. And yeah, definitely springtime, there's no snow on the ground, and you're not expecting to wake up and see a snowman sitting outside.
Yeah, and actually made out of snow too, which is even better though. So it's a nice little chuckle. I mean, good job bringing that snow back. Obviously, North Dakota has had a lot of snow recently.
Oh yeah, with that big blizzard they just had.
They had like 2 blizzards, so they just can't catch a break.
Yeah, for sure. And have you been big in making snowmans at all?
I haven't made any recently, though. I know I've been good at snowball fights, but I know my first year here we made Jeff Jr. on the weather deck, and hopefully one of these winters we can
do it again.
One of these years, but let's keep things rolling here.